Hi, good evening, Seema ma'am and Jashi ma'am. Over
Good
to
evening.
Jashi ma'am. Sorry,
Good evening,
Seema
sir.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I hope I'm audible. Jai Hind
Yes, you're
and
audible.
Jai Hind and good evening, everyone. On behalf of GEG Agra and GEG Nashik, we wish you a happy International Women's Day. This is a joint session by GEG Agra and GEG Nashik. It's a collaboration, what we have it. For today, we have our session experts, Mr. K Singh from GG Agra. He is a leader. Sir is a Google certified trainer and innovator. Sir has also like many YouTube videos which he share it on the YouTube. If you see, is an expert in Google Sheets. He's like a very good I can say a good Samaritan where he really helps out people wherever we are finding to we need help in the Google tools and all. We have our GG leader, that is Jayashree Patil ma'am, who's a Google certified trainer, who's an expert in all the Google tools. And we both are from DPS Nashik. And myself, Seema Junnare, the co-leader of GEG Nashik, who's a Google certified trainer. We begin the session because already we don't want to delay and it's just 1 hour session. So I would like to request KK Singh to please take over.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. See if my screen is visible. Ma'am, see, screen is visible.
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Okay, okay, okay. One more thing, I want to make sure that it is live now. Just give me a second. Okay, I think link is different actually. I think link is different actually. So I'm giving you, ma'am.
Okay.
I think link is different actually. So I'm giving you, ma'am. So this is the link. I think link is different actually. So I'm giving you, ma'am. See, ma'am, can you see this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this you can share.
Yes, sir.
So hi, good evening. Myself K Singh. I am GEG leader Agra, and so today today's session is on Google Sheet. Uh, and this in this session, I'm going to take up query function in Google Sheets, and after that, I'll be taking over conditional formatting along with custom formula. So, as far as query function is concerned, if the people who are aware of SQL, that is a structured query language, this query function is very easy for them. And if they are not aware of the SQL system or database system, then there may be a little difficulty, but not the complete difficulty. So this is a small single sentences by which you'll be able to create the big output. So if I talk about the filter function of Google Sheet, filter function actually filters the data from uh, the area selected, and all the adjacent columns are selected and filtered out. But in query function, user can select the columns of his own choice. Means different the sequence is doesn't the sequence is not the matter. User can select any of the columns, maybe homogeneous, maybe with the gap of the columns. So user can select them. And how to apply the query function? So if you सीमा मैम जरा प्लीज ये बताइए कि मेरी स्क्रीन विजिबल है. Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Uh,
sir.
so I'm going to apply. So this is my data, and my scenario is I want to display simply the name of the students, means this column. So how to use to display? Suppose I'm going to copy or taking the data from this sheet, my data, from my data sheet to practice sake data, practice sake sheet. So over here, this is simply blank sheet. And what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to copy the names from my data sheet to practice sake sheet. For that, the first step I would like to take is equal sign. Equal sign, and then query. Then it is asking for the data. So my data is available on this sheet. So I'm selecting the data from the end point till the beginning. Okay. And one more thing, user must notice that it should be in the form of the array, and the array is defined using curly brackets like this. Then comma, and after that, I'll apply double quotes to embed the query, SQL query, that is structured query language. So usually the structured query language begins with select. So I'll type manually select and then column. So over here we have the column A, B, C, D, E, and sometimes these columns A, B, C, D sequence do not work. So these columns, when do not work, I would suggest the people must use call 1, call 2, call 3 in place of columns A, B, C, D, and so on. So I am going to take call 1 because I wanted call 1 only. And my query is complete. Then after that, I'll have to put comma and headers. Since I have one header line, so this is one header line, so I can give one here, one on headers. And as soon as I give one and close the parenthesis, my query is complete and I can press the enter key. So see here, that column I wanted is copied here, pasted here. If I make the change like I want more, I can simply give call 2 or call 3 and press enter. I'll get the third column here. If I add one more, say column 4, I'll get this. And suppose now I'm going to take use where clause. So what I want to use display those names who are from the particular house. I'm going to use the list the students of the house, say Ashoka. So what I will do here, I'll use where is equal to, say, Ashoka. Sorry, call where call 4 is equal to Ashoka. Now see, all these students are from Ashoka house. So this way we can apply where clause. Correct? And what I'm going to do here, I'm going to apply the order by clause also. And I want to check how many students are from the Ashoka house. For that, I'll have to apply a query with group by function. If people are aware of MySQL or database, they must be knowing about the order by, group by, and so on. If I apply group by here, order by here, suppose I delete this for time being and simply say order by, say call 4. Now see Ashoka house, then Nehru house, then Raman house, and so on. So this is sorted in alphabetical order. So if you want to sort this in descending order, so order by call 4, we can apply DESC. So now this is in descending order. Okay. Now the next, is there any issue, ma'am? If any issue comes, then please let me know and intervene between.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Jayashima.
So the next function is, I have discussed one is how to bring the data from sheet and how to choose the columns or select the columns. The order of the columns is immaterial. Means if you want to use column 1 after column 3, you are free to do this. Suppose I take column 3 here and column 1 here. So it will look like this. So this is the beauty of the query function. You can select a number of columns with no fixed order. Now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to create a drop down house wise, and I'll list the students house wise if I use data validation. Why should we use data validation? Because data validation, if I use data validation, I don't have to apply any other condition because the data is already validated. And that is why we use data validation. So this time I am going to use data validation. I'll use the data validation here in the same sheet. And what I'm going to do here, I'm going to give the, suppose, streams, streams, and here I'm going to take students. So to create the drop down, I'll right click on this cell and select the drop down. And in this drop down, I'm taking the streams, and done. So if I look into the F column, I'll get the drop down list here. And what I want when I click any stream, the students belonging to that particular stream should be displayed in column G. So I'll apply. So here you'll see I'll use this cell address, means F2, as a reference address. Okay. So I'll apply equal and query, select the data. So I'm taking the data from here. This is the entire range. Comma. Now query. So see here, I want to select the column number 1, that is A. Suppose I take A here. On the same sheet, I can take A, because if the columns are not hidden, I can use A, B, C, D in the same sequence. But if sometimes columns are hidden for our own sake, then that time column 1, column 2 we should take. Now I am taking column A. Why? I want to display the names of the students who belong to the particular house which I am selecting from drop down list. So select B, where and house is on column D, where D is equal to, and this time we should be very conscious, because this time I am going to give the reference. So to give the reference, I'll use single quotes, then double quotes, and after double quotes, one ampersand, and second ampersand, close double quotes, single quote, and the query is completed. And after that, I'm not going to take any header, so I'll press 0 only. But over here, I have not given the reference, so it will give some error. But no issue. This is actually address is F2. Column A, where column G is equal to What happened? A to E41. What happened? Query A2 select. CMM, have a look on. Sorry, I think I have done a big mistake
Yeah,
because
a bit.
I have taken column D here. I'm going to check column D. I wanted to check column E.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So here column E is basically the subject combination. So I had to take E column here. So when I give F2, F2 is basically the item from this drop down. And if I select any of other like PCMCS, I'll get the list of these students who belong to PCMCS stream. And if I select PCMB, then there is only one student. So this way we can use drop down list along with the query. So this is the query function I can use here. Is there any question from the audience, ma'am?
So far, no queries. We'll ask at the end, sir.
You can.
Yeah. So, audience, if you have any queries, you can just post it.
Okay. So no issue. I'm going to go further. So what I am going to do here, I'm going to take up, conditional formatting.
Yeah.
So conditional formatting, what I want to select means I want to highlight those students who are from PCMCS stream using conditional formatting. And suppose I give PCMCS in this column, and I am going to highlight these students. This is column E2. Okay. Format, conditional formatting. And here I will have to select custom formula. And custom formula, here I'll have to put equal sign and E2 is equal to H1. I want to color this name as red and whole range as white. See, color red. And what is happening here, this is to be noted, because if I copy this formula, if I copy this formula from this cell to rest of the cells, so you'll see E2 will become you know, E3, E4, but I wanted to keep this constant and this column constant. So that is why I'll have to keep this or make it absolute, and this H1, this cell, the complete absolute. Okay, so hope this, see these names are PCMCS students names. All the PCMCS students are highlighted as in red. And what was the custom formula? Nothing. E2 is equal to single cell, that is H1, where PCMCS is written. If I change that, uh, I change to PCBIP. Now let's see what happens. So see here. So these are the students PCBIP. So this way we can use the conditional formula. But what happens when this kind of value is available somewhere else or another sheet? Suppose I am going to take this this cell, this reference cell on another sheet. Suppose this I am going to delete, and I am taking PCBIP here. So PCBIP, if I apply that function like is equal to $E2 is equal to this cell, there is no problem because I can make it absolute and it works. But what happens, I want to take the data from another sheet from here. So how to bring that cell there only? For that, what should I do? I'll apply, in place of this, I'll go to this sheet and click on this sheet. So this cell is selected and I'll be back. So here. But if I copy this and take to conditional formatting formula, custom formula here, and if I apply that formula here, it will not work. Why? Because it is showing the error. This red box indicates the error, means this formula is not correct. Then what should I do? Then I'll apply a function indirect, which connects the data indirectly, means it will fetch the data from another sheet. So how to apply that indirect? So first I'll have to put this practice set A1 in double quotes. Like this, and put this in bracket. This also in bracket, and here I use indirect function. Now this formula I think correct because this red turns to blue. So see, all PCB IP are selected. If I change here, PCM CS, then see PCMCS are highlighted. So this way, I can use indirect. I can use custom formatting, custom formula using indirect function and direct function also. Now I am going to apply checkbox. For that, I am going to delete all this. Select format, conditional formatting, and so now I want to put checkbox. So insert checkbox. I select the range and go to insert and click on checkbox. Then how to apply checkbox? So see here, again conditional formatting, add a rule. First I'll select column A, then conditional formatting, F2 is equal to dollar, because F should be constant, F, and row number is variable, F2, and what I am going to do here, I am going to apply a strike and the color say white, and this is say blue, and done. So see here, wherever I click the checkbox, the name is struck off and turns to blue. And when I uncheck this, it regains its same color, original color. See here. So this is how we can use checkboxes in conditional custom formula and in conditional formatting. And this way we can use indirect function in the Google Sheet, and how to use query function in the Google Sheet I have explained. So if there is any question, kindly let me know. Seema ma'am, over to you.
Thank you, sir. I think that was Like as I said, audience, sir is an expertise and like Google Sheets
Uh, uh,
formula and all.
Durgesh Shukla has, excuse me, Durgesh Shukla had asked what?
Why one? He had asked, and I think the query is also solved. Is
Why
it
one
like
is
that?
written? Okay, 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 okay.
Yeah.
Correct, correct, correct. Okay.
So I think his
So,
query is solved.
okay, correct. So, ma'am, go ahead, ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Okay, audience, let us start with something like the hidden gems of the Google tools, right? So let me know, Jaishi ma'am or Singh sir, is my screen
Hmm.
visible?
Not yet. You
It's
have to
coming.
share.
Okay,
Present,
thank you.
present your screen.
Yes, is it visible?
Not yet.
Now, ma'am?
No,
Yes,
sir.
yes, 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 yes,
Okay,
yes,
thank you
yes.
so
Now
much.
It is
it is
fine.
there.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So,
Welcome. Go ahead.
yeah. So we are going to learn something like the hidden gems of the Google tool. The hidden gems are like really I can say I've learned from various GEGs and all. This I we wanted you also to know it how the hidden gems of the Google Docs really help you out in our day-to-day life. The first thing which I want to explain you is like when I say at the rate teachers like or the audience smart chips are nothing but they are the simple chips we are given the name the Google has given a name as smart chips where different options are there like you have date you have drop down in the placeholder chip. When I click on the placeholder chip you have person file date calendar event and place. This all we are going to do it now. Apart from instead of putting at the rate which we could do it, we have something the same thing can be done with the help of insert option. Insert and smart check. This is the Google Doc. In this, I want to my learning leader, my coordinator asked me to okay, fine, write down the date when I should come for the observation or whatever it is, or you have an inspection in the school, or you have the lesson plan date, the deadline given to you. So I just want to insert the date. When I click on insert the date, I have already selected today's date. That is the International Women's Day. Being a woman, I wanted this date to be selected. And here we have something called set time. It's almost 5:11 p.m. So I'll just select, scroll down, and you can select the time option also, whatever you want, right? So here I'm selecting the time zone. You know why this time zone is added up here? Just because when I'm sharing this particular file, when I'm collaborating, and the other person, the collaborator, is in suppose in another country like US and all, but I want to give the time zone that is nothing but the Indian Standard Time. When I say Indian Standard Time, you have to just scroll down little bit. It is GMT plus 5:30, which is really you have to scroll down and you have to see where is our IST time and you have to take GMT plus 5:30 and that is how you can do it. So here write down now I've just taken it and use current time zone. Fine, I can do this also and say click on OK. When I click on OK, I'm sorry for that. Insert smart chip, date and set time. I had selected PM. So 5:30 or 5:15 p.m. time zone. I said I can do it at time zone and click on OK and click on OK over here. You can see that we can add it over here. And when I place a cursor, it shows you that is today's date. It tells you the time and the time zone also, right? Now, the next chip. The next chip is when I go to smart chip, and then you have here people. When I select people option, the people who are there in my address book, the people who are there in my contact, I can add them over here. Here I'm adding up Jayashree Patil ma'am's name, right? When I click over here, you can see on the right hand side, it gives me mention people don't have to this file sharing it, they can have a notification. Here, when I add a people, when I add Jaisha ma'am over here, I can see her, I can send her a mail through this particular smart chip. It's not that we have to insert like a compose mail and all. Just put one like Google Doc, and there you can send a mail to her saying that fine, you can do it. We'll do it in a second. You can send a message, you can add a video meeting invite also, and you can schedule an event also. Apart from that, you have an option called open detail view. When I click on open detail view, you can see over here I have her contact details and the add phone number also. I can either call up and the recent interactions what I had it, that is the GEG India town hall meeting which we have it. So I request the audience over here, that is those who are not the GEG or not taken up the Google certified educator, you can do it and join our GEG groups. The next smart chip is. Now, exactly smart chip, they are used to structure the document, which makes our, work easy, the task easy. So we have already done with the date, we have done with the people, and now the next one is file. You can see over here, there are different files which I have. Now here, you cannot take it from anywhere else apart from the Google Drive. The file has to be there in the Google Drive. This option was previously not available in Google Docs, but this is amended now. This is appended now. Previously, like it was just like I had to go to the Google Docs and then take the link of the file and then paste over here the link. But now it has become the task easier. As I said, here I can add any one of the file. Like I have taken here the slide, I can take the slide, and when I place it over here, that is when I place the cursor over there, it shows me the starting of the screen which I had done, and it opens into another browser. If you see, it opens into another browser and the sheet details. So in this way, you can open it, the file also. But only the restriction is this has to be there in your drive. It was really not available. Previously, it was not available, whereas, in Google Docs and all, it was there, right? So just
Seema
press
ma'am, there
enter.
is a question
Yeah.
asking to explain timer, if possible.
Timer. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to tell you audience very clearly. So here I need the, if you see over here in smart chips, when we have the Google fundamental, the timer option is not there. But after I explain, I think I can request K Singh sir who have an Edu Plus version. This is a premium version audience. The person who has asked, the audience who has asked, the timer option is not available for everybody. This is a Edu Plus version which we need to purchase it, and then only it is available. For us in the personal email ID and our domain, if our domain is of Google Edu Plus, then we have it. Otherwise, we have only few options which are available here. And after this, I think KK sir will definitely help us out. So let me just finish up with two more. One is the calendar event and place, and three more options which are extra that I request KK sir, because he is he is having the EduPlus version. So the next one is calendar event. If you see the calendar event here, I have many events over here. In this particular one, suppose if I take meet with GEG leaders. So when I say meet with GEG leaders, when I go to this particular calendar event, go to this calendar event, it opens the calendar event. Okay. Through this, I can edit the event. I can invite somebody via a link. I can, 30 minutes before, I can give the notification. I can email event details to them. That particular calendar event is also inserted. Apart from that, you can insert the meeting notes. That is nothing but GG leaders when we have the meeting I want to have here, let us discuss, let us discuss when we can have discuss about the GG App sessions or GG sessions for Google level 1, for GC level 1, I'll write it. Okay. And the action items which I want is I want to invite all the GEG leaders of different cities or different countries also. We have GEG Brazil, we have GEG Canada, we have many GEG sessions where we invite everybody. So this is about the calendar event, what we have it. The next one on the smart chips is place. When I say place, it asks me to search for the places. Now, when I go here and type here Charminar, and then I give here Charminar, and in your Google Doc, it will show you the map location, right? It goes, when you click over here, you can see the icon over here. I'll just zoom it if you want. Like, it shows you the icon also of the Google map, and here you can see that it shows you the location. You can open the preview mode and you can do it. Here I wanted to tell you, so that is about the insert smart chip, what we had. That is, this is the places what we had, that is date, people, file, calendar event, and place. When you have an option, placeholder chips, it is the same thing. Now, here, like before I hand over to K Singh sir, where he would like to explain you, we have three more options. One is voting, one is the timer, and one more option. What is it, Singh sir? One more option which is available for us?
Seema ma'am, I think we'll complete building block and then we'll go with this extra
Definitely.
option because we have to
Definitely,
finish it
sir.
by time.
Yeah, that would be a great one. Fine. So after this, I would like to just take over, and one more thing, that is the document tabs. Here onto your left-hand side, you can see the document tab, where this is a new thing what we have. Tab 1, I can rename it, and I say this is for tab 1, I say this is the smart chips what we had explained, right? So just see over here smart chip, and when I click on the plus sign and I want to rename this, that is Jaishi ma'am is immediately going to take over and she is going to explain about building blocks. So I'm writing this also, building blocks, and you can see over here what you get is when you scroll down and go to smart chips, you don't have that particular page. Otherwise, it go to that particular page, and here you can see building blocks the page, right? So that is what you have. And here one more option what you have is help me write. Everything Google has taken over. This is nothing but when you say help me write, it gives you a different option. And this is through Google's Gemini, right? We have this particular one. So that's all from my side. I would like to stop it. I would like to request Jaishi ma'am to please take over.
Thank you, thank you so much. Thank you, Seema ma'am. It was a great session by KK sir about sheets and a well explained smart chips to everyone. Now I'm just presenting my screen before I start. Please let me know if it is visible. Is it visible, ma'am?
Yes.
So thank you so much and Jai Hind everyone. As ma'am has already explained you about the Google Doc and the smart chips in it. So I will be taking over with the building blocks. So before I start with that, just imagine that you are working on a document, maybe preparing a meeting, notes, or drafting an email. or structuring a project plan. Every time you find yourself creating the same tables, setting up the formats, or copying the content from previous documents. It's time consuming, definitely, repetitive, and inefficient. But what if I told you there is a way to automate these repetitive tasks with just a few clicks? That's exactly what building blocks in the Google Doc can do for us. These pre designed templates allow you to quickly insert structured elements like meeting notes, email drafts, and project trackers without manually repeating them each time. Today, I will walk you through the benefits of using building blocks and show you how they can help you work smarter, not harder. So, let's dive into it. As you can see on my screen, I have just opened one blank Google Doc and we will see the options one by one. Before I start, you can see automatically these options are visible on the screen. Meeting notes, if you click on that, you will be able to get it. Email draft is there, and if you click on more, all other more options will be visible here. So you can directly do the building blocks, use them from here, or you can smartly go to insert tab. As you have seen smart sheet option, below that there is an option called as building blocks. Under building blocks, you can see the same options which you can see on the screen are visible. So first is meeting notes. Now you must be thinking ki meeting notes is what exactly? So in the meeting notes, it helps you automatically pulls the details from your calendar. So as you can see, automatically it shows me the events which are scheduled in my calendar. So if I just open this event, it is pulling out all the details from the calendar to the Google Doc. And I can even do editing from here, which will be automatically reflected in the Google Calendar. So here at attendees, you can see only my name is there. If I would like to add Seema ma'am or some other person, so I'm just typing it and I'm adding Seema ma'am over here. So I've added her. You can keep on adding attendees and that will automatically be reflected in your Google calendar event. If you wish to write some notes, for example, this is a demo session which I have created, demo meeting for building blocks. So I would like to write some notes. Keep the blank document ready. Second, I would like to have um, demonstrate the features, etc. So you can keep on adding notes. Those will be reflected in again in the calendar. And as previously in Smartship ma'am has said, you can create the calendar. So here we are pulling out the details from the calendar. So I can write the action items, collaboration with Seema ma'am and KK sir. So other action items, sharing the report with team, etc. So you can keep on adding these action items. Apart from this, you can even add a what you call it as a document or the attachment over here. If you see here and if you bring your cursor this side also, it shows you share and attach. So you can share the document, you can attach it, or once you come here, you can even email. If you click here, you will find more options. You can either email it. It gives you option email meeting notes or attach drive files. In case you would like to attach something, you can just click here and you can write this. Automatically it is added over here. So everything is updated at the Google Doc, which will be visible in the Google Calendar. You can even email this. Automatically the email will be open and you can just draft an email and you can just send it to the people whom you have added. So this is how it looks like. Everything whichever is which you can see under meeting notes is visible and you can simply send it to the people. So this is how this meeting notes will work for you under the building blocks. If you go to the next option under this, if you click here, I'm just putting next. Okay, go to the insert option and come under the building block. You will find another option called as email draft. Now you must be thinking already email draft is available there in the email. So what is the benefit of having it in the Google document? Let's see what is that. If I click on email draft, you can see automatically the things which are available in my email when I want to draft an email to someone. The person whom I want to send the email, if I want to keep somebody in the carbon copy, that is available. BCC is available. Everything is similar as like Gmail. So what is the benefit, extra benefit of having it into the document? The benefit is this email drafts directly inside the Google Calendar, and it gives you the collaboration option. If my I want to collaborate the email with my team members or the management team before it's sending to the person directly, so I can have that collaboration. For example, here I want to send this email to Seema ma'am. I'm keeping somebody, for example, you can click on this person icon, automatically the list will be visible to you. So I'm keeping myself in CC, or in case you want to add, you can just click over here and you can use @ symbol and you can add the people. That is also possible. So you can do it any of the way. Now I'm writing subject. Again, I'm writing demo only. And here you can write the draft. For example, I'm writing, Dear Seema ma'am, this is the draft for the demo session. Now if I want to collaborate, if this document is shared with somebody, you can see if I'm sharing it with Seema ma'am, she can collaborate simultaneously and edit it. And once that draft is done, here, if everything is ready, I can simply click on this option, which will give me the preview of my email which I have drafted. I think I've shared the doc, so it won't be visible to you. Once that preview is ready, you can simply click on the send button and the email is sent to the person. So this is how this second option under the building blocks, that is called as email draft, works for us. Now when we are working, definitely there are different options like simple decision log. This is helpful for us if I want to maintain some log where I have to give the decision, or there is some tasks which are pending, or I want to review, so I can simply click on this. This is a new feature which is added. There are different options also. So if I click on this decision log, you can see it gives me the embedded table wherein I can write the topics. For example, if there is a approval which was needed based on the admission, so I'm writing the decision, who is the in charge person, or I can even change these descriptions over here. I can customize it. I can write person responsible, so you can make the changes as per your requirement. And I'm writing here, so here I know ki this needs to be done by ma'am, so I'm writing the owner, who is the owner, if it is required. If you don't need, you can simply click on this and you can even delete this block. And here there is a status which shows either this process has started, in progress, blocked, or approved. Or you can even write simply here, you can edit and you can write your own block name. For example, I don't want this, I'm just adding new option which is called as approved, not approved. Approved is already there. Okay, so I'm just saving it. It will ask you whether you want to apply it to all or just this instance, so I'm just writing this instance. It means that this option will be visible only under this admission tab. If I click here, that option will not be visible. If I want it for the complete log, then I have to apply it to all. And this is how you can edit and you can keep your simple log ready. Let's see the another option. If under the building blocks, if you click here, there are different options available. Just come to the more option and you will find it. If I click here, building blocks, and click on view more, so on the right hand side you will find everything visible. The options which we have already seen, meeting notes, the email draft, they're there. Under communication you will find email draft option. Under meetings you will find meeting notes, which you have already seen under the smart chip, simple decision log. and there is a detailed decision log. As and when I'm clicking here, you can see that sample document is visible on my screen, and unless and until I don't click on it, it will not be visible here completely. So it just gives you the preview. So when it is detailed decision log, so the columns are also increased, wherein added by, topic, decision notes, owner, status, and last update, everything is mentioned. And as I told you, you can customize it. Now, under that building blocks, the next option, which is very, very important, is project management. If you are working on a project and you want to keep a track of it right from the planning, then feedback and reviewing, everything you want to just check. So you can do it with the help of Google Doc, and you will find it very helpful and very easy. Now let's understand the review tracker. If I click here, automatically the review tracker is added in my calendar. So this is a structured table which helps me to gather the feedback or tracking the review status of my project. This is ideally used for the approvals or the content reviews or the feedback collection. So how to use it? You can just write at the rate review tracker, you can write, or you can go from here and you can insert it. Here you can mention the person who is in charge. You just click here and you can write. If I'm writing here, so if the status, it is in progress, and if there are some notes or some remarks I would like to know it, I will just write it, task to be completed by weekend, so that it gives me the correct. And similarly I can go for the other people who are there, whom I want to make have a review. So you can see here again the options are available: not started, in progress, under review, approved. In case you want to customize it, you can customize it by adding the option. So this is how this review tracker works and helps you to manage your project and everything. Below that there is a team directory. Now what does this option helps you? Here you can see it gives you the option: picture, name, role, and location. If you have a team of people and you want to know who is doing what role, who is a project manager, who is an engineer, so you can have their pictures over here. You can have a name of the person. You can assign the roles from here. So here some samples are given: project manager, engineer, design, and sales. You can add as per your requirement. You can even add a place or the location, in which location, or if there are some branches, so you can mention which place the person is located into. And this will help you to plan very well about your project and get keep a track with your team. Below that, if you see, there is something called as project assignments. Now when there is a project, definitely you are going to assign some of the other tasks, and if your company is doing a multiple projects, so you will be using this project assignment, wherein you will get a ready tabular format. You can mention the people over here. You can write the role, you can mention the role of the person, and then you can give the project, whether it is research, planning, implementation, and marketing. So I'm just writing planning. Contributions, there are different contributions, so I'm writing here project planning. So this way you can organize the assignments which you have given to the different people, and the different projects which you are looking into in your company. So this will help you keep it ready in one small document, and you don't have to design it, insert a table, do all this. It gives you everything within a click. There is something called as project assets. So if I want to add that, I will just click here, and there are project asset. So there are files which you can add over here. You can attach it. For example, I'm attaching this. So you can write a small description, and you can just simply write the status over here: in progress, under review, whatever it is. You can even customize it. So it will again give you all your project files and the important documents organized at one place, wherein you can have the status, you can have the description. So with a one single view and click, you will be able to see that. There is another option called as product roadmap, and this again plays a very, very important role. If you see here, I'm just clicking, and product roadmap, it again gives you the project name. You can write over here the status, the related files. It is similar like this, but it gives you project wise. There might be different projects, so you want to design a roadmap for that particular project, so it will give you all these options. You can even customize it depending on your requirement, and it will help you to have the roadmap for your project. There is something called as content launch tracker. Now you must be thinking ki how this content launch tracker will help me, and what is the purpose of this content launch tracker. So if I click on this, you can see it gives me a type of content or the tracker, the description of it, the date when it is started. For example, I'm just taking today's date, whether it is published or not, the outlet where exactly it is, and the content, again the file. So it will give you all the details of my project, a particular content of that particular project on a single click, which is available on my screen. So this is definitely a very helpful tool which Google Docs have it now. And building blocks will make your work very very easy, efficient, smart, where you can collaborate, you can work easily. And what you can do is, last option, there is a contact list. You can even have in one document, simple document, added all your contacts. You can see, if you want, you can click here and you can keep the contact list ready, name, email, phone, location, everything. If you are a company and you want to recruit the people, you want to have interviews and you want to go through the data, so you will just use this application applicants data, and you will find name, email, phone number, social resume, everything is ready. You can even have the status, stage new, under review, interviewed or not, accepted, declined, whatever it is. So you, it becomes very easy document. Instead of going into the sheet and then designing it, you will have everything ready with a click. So these are different options. Sales contacts also, again it is a similar thing. You can just update it in the Google Doc. So this is how these building blocks helps each one of us to make our work very very easy, smart, and collaborative with each other. So in the summary of this building block, this Google Doc will definitely help you streamline the document creation. Another part which it will help you to enhance collaboration and ensure that consistency is there in your document, and in your document maintaining files and tables and everything. Now that you all know the different types of building blocks, I will encourage you all to try them out at your end in a blank document, and they can significantly improve productivity and save your time. So thank you so much for joining this session. Feel free to ask any questions, and now I will hand it over to KK sir, as there was a query about the timer. So in case sir wants to say something or use it, we are already out of time, but still we will be happy to address your queries. So thank you so much for joining us. Still, in case there are any queries, you can just ask us. We are more than happy to help you out. Thank you everyone. Thank you so much. Over to you, KK sir.
Very nice session, Seema ma'am and Deshi ma'am. I liked it, and I think I hope participants also liked it. So as far as timer and
Sir,
just
1 minute. I think
Mhm.
the feedback form, they are asking for the access, edit access, the feedback form. 1
Okay.
minute. Audience, just give us a minute. It will be done. So apart from the timer, any other thing like you want the clarity and all, let us know. We'll just explain you. But whatever the like the gems, what we said, like Jesha ma'am had explained very beautifully. She had explained all the building blocks which were available and the ready-made formats which we have. Apart from that, the smart chips also. If we really use it in our day-to-day life, I think that would make our task very easily. So I
Ma'am,
think,
please check if it is working.
yeah, Meera ma'am, can you please check it if it's working?
So form is open. Anyone with the link can open this.
Thank you, Jayanti ma'am. Thank you so much. Could you fill the feedback form?
I think
Somebody,
I have given the access. Anybody can fill the form.
yeah. Thank you, Jayanti
Now
ma'am.
working.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
So just the timer option they wanted. 2 minutes and, we wind up the session.
Basically, timer option because I don't have that Adu
Edu,
Plus.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I do not have, but the gist is this is just like a timer you can apply for quiz and all. So you can use that timer in your document, and I think this is all about the timer. And similarly, stopwatch can also be used. This is also in that Edu Plus edition. So not
Yeah, but I
available with
think the
me.
options which we have seen, sir, those are the commonly used and required options which are
Exactly, ma'am.
available in the free this thing. So I think users will be more than happy to explore and use that.
Exactly, ma'am.
Yeah.
Uh,
Absolutely.
so, uh, from our side, I think the session is over. So we say goodbye to everybody. So, ma'am, you please, see you, ma'am. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Like on behalf of GEG Agra and GEG Nashik, we would like to really thank you all. Like being an evening and like a Saturday evening, you have joined the entire day's work from the school and all. Yeah, thank you so much, and I hope we have solved your queries also. If anything is there, you can just ask in our groups, that is Google group, and then your queries will be solved. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, KK sir. Thank you,
Thank
Jaisha
you,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you
Thank
so
you. Thank you,
much.
Seema ma'am.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye, sir. Bye, everyone.